Okay, it's officially happened. You can now upload your ebook to Apple iBooks from both Mac as well as PC. So we're finishing up our self-publishing books off Amazon series with how to publish to Apple iBooks. So stick around. Hey Write Writers, Keith Wheeler here, and if you want to continue to get all the hints, tips, and tricks on how to make self-publishing easier, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, smash your little bell icon so you get alerted each and every time I put out a new video. Okay, this has been an exciting series for me, but I must admit, I am super excited about showing you how to get your book on Apple iBooks. If you're excited about that too, be sure you smash that like button and let me know. Now before we get started, there are 3 things that you're going to need to upload to Apple iBooks, and that is number 1, an Apple ID. So if you at least have an iPhone or an iPad, then you have an Apple ID. If not, you can just go and sign up for one. Just go to appleid.apple.com and sign up for your free Apple ID. And even if you do have an ID, you may want to set aside a separate one just for your books. The second thing you're going to need is an iTunes Connect account. Again, that's free as well. And the third thing you're going to need is an EPUB file for your book. Okay, now that we got all that out of the way, let me show you how to get your book on Apple Books. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to head on over to kwheelerbooks.com/applepublish, and it will bring us right to this prepare your book page. I'm also going to drop some more resources down in the description below. Here we go, we'll scroll down here. If you're on a Mac, then you can just go to iTunes Producer, and it's obviously going to be a lot easier for you because you're using an Apple product. You'll end up using the Apple Pages, and then when you're done with that, you'll go over to the iTunes Producer. But if you're on PC, you're going to click right here and go on to Publishing Portal. We're going to scroll down to Publish Your Book, and we'll go to Publishing Portal, and it's going to ask us to sign into iTunes Connect, or we can create an iTunes Connect account. Now, if you don't already have an account, obviously you just go right here, click on the iTunes Connect account. It's a fairly intuitive process. They're going to ask you for some agreements. You're going to go through, put in all your tax information and how to pay you and all that other good stuff. And then when you're done with all that and it gets approved, it usually takes about 12 to 24 hours to get approved for all that. You're going to hop right back over here and you're going to sign into your iTunes Connect account. Click continue. You can enter in my username and password. Next up, we're going to submit a new book. Click continue. And as you can see, there are 4 simple steps. We're going to choose a book file. Now, if you didn't have a final file, you could just put up a sample file for now, a sample EPUB, but I have my final book, so I'm going to do that. And then we're going to do the cover image. If you have any questions, you can just hover over the Q right here, and it'll give you some more information. 1400 pixels on the shortest side is what they're looking for, and they want 300 DPI, JPEG, or PNG. So we'll click on our image, and click continue. Now it's the same metadata we're used to. Again, as I've said numerous times, I have an Excel spreadsheet where I keep all of this metadata to make it handy. There's no subtitle. There is a series name. This is book 4 in the series. It's going to default to the author, so I'm going to put in my name. Next is for the description, a minimum of 50 characters. Okay, there we go. Now it's time to pick our BISAC categories. Again, as I've stated numerous times, you want to make sure that you spend quite a bit of time researching what BISAC categories are perfect for your particular book, so that way you can make sure that it's as easy as possible for your target audience to find your publication. Next up, interest age. Now it's only going to pop up if you pick juvenile categories like I have. Does your book contain explicit content? No, it does not. Book language is going to be English. Continue. Publisher name is required, so you're either going to put in the name of your publisher, or if you're publishing for yourself and you don't have a publishing company, then you're just going to put in your own name. ISBN number, if you have one, but again, it's not mandatory. Original publication date, if this was published elsewhere. This one was published 04/27/2019. Upload your book to iTunes Connect. And now we're just going to go over to iTunes Connect and finish up our necessary steps. As you can see here, we're going to set a release date, optional pre-order date, pricing, territory information. Go to iTunes Connect. Here we are in iTunes Connect, and we're just going to go to My Books, and here's my book right here. Now, if I had a long list, I could do a search for them based on ISBN or any of these other features. But since right now I have the one, I'm going to go in here, click on the book. This is all the metadata that we entered in previously. We're going to go to rights and pricing. As you can see right now, we don't have anything set, so we're going to go to add new countries and regions. Do we want to apply DRM, which is digital rights management? I do not do that, but if you want to, you can click on that. If I want to set a pre-order start date, I can do that here. My release date, I can set that. So my release date, I'm going to make 31st. Base currency is going to be in US dollars. It's easier if I just start typing it. Is it a new release, digital only, or other? This is a new release. So the difference between the physical price and the Apple price is if you want to offer a discount. Let's say it's normally $3.99, so I can do $3.99 here, but then on Apple, I'm going to offer it for only $2.99. So that way people that get it off of Apple can see that they're getting a discount. Okay, so now we're going to go through and look at all the different countries and regions. You can click select all if you don't have any limitations on who you want to send it out to, or you can deselect or select the ones that you want to include. Click continue. This is just going to show you the pricing automatically set for all the different countries based on the price that you already entered. And you can go through and change any one of these as you'd like if you want to round them to the nearest dollar, as we've done for all the other sites, which I'm going to do right now. And there we go. They've all been updated. And I just simply click confirm. That's all confirmed. Now if I scroll all the way to the bottom, we have another additional option, which is if you want to enable automatically offering this book for free in all new Apple books, countries, or regions, you just click enable. And that way, anytime they add somebody else, a different region or a different country to their mix, it'll automatically be made available. And then you just click done. Now you can just click and see if you want to see what it looks like on the Apple Bookstore. If you want to get a history of the delivery, if you want to see your customer reviews, you can do that all from here, as well as a contact us. But I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to click done, and that's it, and done. And now we'll get an email notifying us when our book is available on Apple iBook. How excited are you to have your book up on Apple iBooks? Now let me ask you, did you catch the rest of the Publishing Off Amazon series? You can click right here and see the entire series, including how to publish to draft to digital, Google Play, Ingram Spark, Lulu, and even Barnes & Noble. Or you can click on this video that YouTube picked out just for you. I'll catch you in the next video, and remember to write right.